R, this infinite series is uniformly absolutely convergent. So that is very interesting result. So I'll state this formally and prove this. So theorem. So let the sigma an x minus a to the power n summed over n is equal to 0 to infinite b. So this is called a power series. This is called this series is called a power series. Centered at x is equal to a. So let this be a power series. A power series. So for each power series, so there is a unique extended real number. This R, extended real number means this R must be greater than R and less than equal to infinite. Such that the following conditions are true. Such that for this number R, the following are true. There is a unique extended real number such that the following conditions hold. Following true.
सर और लोगों को भी ज्वाइन कर लीजिए.
या
हेलो सर, मुझे लगता है जीरो भी इंक्लूड रहेगा इसमें.
हाँ,
एक्सटेंडेड रियल नंबर में जीरो भी इंक्लूड रहेगा ना?
we'll see later on. क्योंकि जब हम कन्वर्जेंस की बात करेंगे तो ये नंबर जो R है, this R is strictly less than R. ठीक है ना? This R is strictly less than R. Let us see. अगर जरूरत पड़ेगी तो उसको लगा देंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. So for all x with this mod x minus a less than R, the series the above series, this an x minus a to the power n, this converges absolutely and uniformly. Absolutely and uniformly on this interval a minus R, a plus R for any R strictly less than R and strictly greater than 2. Right? So for all x with this, the series converges absolutely and uniformly on this R. What I was telling here, that if your power series is centered at the point A, there is a number R, there is a number capital R, such that if you take any number small r just less than capital R, ये मोटिवेशन आप उस सीरीज से याद करें जब हम लोगों ने ये ज्योमेट्रिक सीरीज लिया था 1 + x स्क्वायर प्लस डॉट एंड सो ऑन, और आपने देखा था कि दिस सीरीज this converges point wise to this function 1/1 - x. So it converges pointwise on this interval 0, 1. 0, 1. In fact, you can include 0 here also. But it is not uniformly convergent on this interval 0, 1. This is not uniformly convergent on 0, 1. But if you take any number r just less than 1, ये हमने बताया था कि अगर कोई भी नंबर r 1 से strictly less, आप थोड़ा सा भी छोटा अगर ले लीजिए, maybe 0.999 if you want, then within this interval 0 to r, this series converges uniformly and absolutely to this function 1 minus 1 upon 1 minus x. So for any r which is strictly less than capital R, the series is convergent on this interval, uniformly and absolutely convergent on this interval. Second condition, so if your r is strictly greater than 0 and less than equal to infinity, then f is continuous.
इन्फिनिटी के वहाँ इक्वल लगा सकते हैं
या
0 लेस और लेस इन्फिनिटी होगा या लेस इक्वल?
strictly greater than 0 and strictly less than equal to infinity. So that is why it is called extended real number. That is why it is called extended real number में हम infinity को भी include कर लेते हैं. We include infinity, right? So this f is continuous, differentiable on this minus r to r with derivative this f dash x is equal to, simple, you term by term you just differentiate this series, so you will get an and x minus a to the power. तो ये रिजल्ट तो बिल्कुल कॉन्सिक्वेंशियलिटी हम लोग कर चुके हैं. अगर because each term is a kind of polynomial term and polynomial term is differentiable, so polynomial term is differentiable, so that is why the derivative of the limit of the first series, this series, is actually equal to the sum of the series obtained by derivative of term by term derivative of the given series. तो इसको अगर हर term by term अगर आप differentiate करें और अगर कोई series मिलती है, that is what you may call fn dash x. So basically this is given that this fn dash x, this converges to this f dash x. So
सर वहाँ पे n a n x minus a to the power n minus 1 होना चाहिए ना?
Sorry, yes, n minus 1. Yes, you're right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, n minus 1. Yeah. And the third condition is that the term by term. So basically, this says that when you can differentiate an infinite power series, and where it is possible that this term by term series, the series obtained by term differentiation is also uniformly convergent. So we'll see that if your R is, so I think here you can take equality. Ashok was right. Here you can take equality, and if this R is strictly greater than 0, then it is continuous. This limit function is continuous as well as differentiable, and also its derivative is the term by term derivative of the given series. So the third, it's not only true for differentiation, it's also true for integration. So term by term integration is also valid. So term wise integration is also true. That is, if you take two numbers, say maybe B.
सर शिखा ऐड होना चाहती है, आप कर लीजिए उसको.
Yeah. So if you take two numbers, say B, C, such that B is strictly less than C and C is strictly less than R, and this B आपको इस तरह से लिखना होगा. So suppose this is your A and this is your A minus R, this is your A plus R, A minus R, A plus R. So here you should also take, you should correct this. This should be A minus R, A plus R. Here also this minus A minus R, A plus R. A minus R, A plus R, because you have taken the series centered at the point A. And now you can take B and C be any 2 points inside this interval A minus R, A plus R, such that this B is greater than A minus R, B greater than A minus R, and C less than A plus R. So if you consider like this, then the integral of this function, the limit function fx dx, this is nothing but the term by term integration of the given series, that is an and integration b to c x minus a to the power n dx, and n is equal to
सर
yeah.
सर अभी भी कुछ बच्चे रह गए, उन्हें ज्वाइन कर दीजिए.
आप लोग कब तक ज्वाइन करते हो? 11:30. ओके. Yes. So if you take 2 points B and C such that this interval, closed interval BC is contained in this open interval A minus R, A plus R, then within that compact interval this integration holds. And the last one is outside this interval, the series diverges. So that is not very important, but let us write it. So for all x such that this x minus a greater than capital R, this series को आप चाहो तो series 1 कर सकते हो. So the series 1. Okay, so let us write the series. The series, this an x minus a to the power n diverges.
सर नीचे वाली लाइन को जरा सा एक बार फिर से पढ़ दीजिए.
For all x such that mod x minus a greater than r, the series, वो जो सीरीज हमने लिखा हुआ है, स्टार्ट किया था an x minus a to the power n diverges. तो इसका मतलब इस इंटरवल के बाद जो a minus r, a plus r, उसके बाहर निश्चित रूप से सीरीज, उसमें कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं है, because it is convergent within this series, within this interval a minus r, a plus r. So that's the theorem for the convergence of this power series. तो अगर कोई, आप इसको कंक्लूड इस तरह से कर सकते हैं कि if any power series is given, an x minus a to the power n, if any power series with the, even this is also true for complex coefficient. So the same theorem is there also. So if you take any power series, so in particular here you consider the coefficients are real numbers. So if an x minus a to the power n is a power series centered at the point A, then for any power series there is a real number r. There is a real number r such that the followings are true. So the first condition, एक जो रियल नंबर आपको r मिलेगा, उससे छोटा कोई भी नंबर आप ले लीजिए, स्मॉल r. So within that, so this capital R is bigger number, and you take any r which is just less than capital R. So within this a small interval a minus r, a plus r, the given power series uniformly, absolutely converges to some function fx. एक कोई फंक्शन मिलेगा जहां ये कन्वर्ज करेगा. और जब अगर ऐसा कोई फंक्शन आपको मिल गया, if fx is equal to this, suppose this fx is equal to this power series within this interval a minus r a plus r, तो इस इंटरवल के अंदर, इस इंटरवल के अंदर आपका फंक्शन जो है वो कंटिन्यूअस होगा, डिफरेंस होगा, प्रोवाइडेड दिस r is strictly पॉजिटिव हियर. यहाँ पे r को पॉजिटिव होना पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज वो ट्रिवियल केस केवल 0 पॉइंट आपको मिलेगा. तो दिस f is continuous, f is differentiable on this interval a minus r a plus, and साथ ही साथ जो इसका डेरिवेटिव होगा, the derivative of this limit function is equal to term by term differentiation of the given series. And similarly, within this given interval, if you take any compact interval, so on that closed bounded interval, the term wise integration also holds. And outside that interval, of course, this series is divergent. So, is it clear to everybody? This is just a statement of the theorem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. जैसे आप एग्जांपल के तौर पे अपने अभी पुराने सीरीज को आप ले लीजिए, जैसा कि मैंने बताया. तो ये एग्जांपल एक यहाँ पे छोटा सा मैं लिख रहा हूँ, फिर से एक बार लिख दे रहा हूँ कि ये जो पावर सीरीज आपका है x to the power n, so this power series converges to, जैसा कि हम जानते हैं कि whenever this x less than 1, in fact, x lies between -1 and 1 you can take, but let us fix that positive. So, and greater than 0. So, this point-wise converges to 1 upon 1 minus x. ये हम लोग पहले से देखते आए हैं, लेकिन इन्होंने कहा, तो यहाँ पे ये जो कैपिटल R नंबर है, that R is, this capital R is 1. Capital R is 1. अब ये कह रहे हैं कि इस -1 to 1 इंटरवल में आपका ये जो इनफाइनाइट सीरीज है, दैट मे नॉट यूनिफॉर्मली एब्सोल्युटली कन्वर्ज टू दिस फंक्शन. अगर r आपका जो यहाँ पे यूनिक एक्सटेंडेड रियल नंबर कह रहे हैं, दिस कैपिटल R इज द यूनिक एक्सटेंडेड रियल नंबर, इन दिस केस इट इज 1, देन विद इन दिस इंटरवल -1 to 1, और इफ यू वांट टू फिक्स R as positive, your domain as positive only, then within this 0 to 1, this infinite series may not be uniformly absolutely converges to this function. But if you take any number just less than 1, that is minus r to r, so in this interval, this infinite series absolutely uniformly converges to 1 upon 1 minus x. And not only that, you take any x inside this interval -1 to 1, the term by term differentiation of this series. इसको अगर आप term by term differentiate करें, तो आपको जो सीरीज मिलेगी, अगर आप लेते हो x to the power n, that is equal to 1 upon 1 minus x, and if you term by term differentiate it, so you'll get a differentiation of x is 1, x square is 2x, x cube is 3x square, and you start at and so on, and you differentiate this series also. So what will you get? So this is equal to 1 upon 1 minus x whole square. So this series, this infinite series will converge to this 1 upon 1 minus x square. And moreover, if you integrate also term by term within this interval -1 to 1, if you integrate, if take any compact interval within this open interval -1 to 1, you can also term by term integrate this series. And it is also equal to the integral of the limit function. Yeah. So let us prove it. Yeah. Yeah. So for simplicity, you just fix this center as origin. So let us fix this a is equal to 0. And we discuss only we discuss the convergence of, the series, the sigma a n z to the power n. So in fact, you may consider this, you just extend this theorem to complex numbers also, and you can take you can take a similar series where all the coefficients an and the number z are complex numbers. तो आप इसको बल्कि जनरल वर्जन में यहाँ प्रूव करने जा रहा हूँ, जो कि सेम प्रूफ कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर के लिए भी वैलिड है. अगर आप इसको रियल के लिए करना चाहते हैं तो केवल z को x से रिप्लेस कर दीजिए, दैट्स ऑल. So this is the more general proof of the given result. And now consider this. Let us construct a set E, which is the collection of all numbers, the modulus of the complex number z, such that this an z to the power n, this is convergent. This is convergent. And maybe you take here n is equal to 0 to infinite. Right? So, this modulus of z is always a real number, you see. This modulus of z is always a real number. So, this is collection of all real numbers which are the modulus of the complex number for which this complex series is convergent. अगर आप इसको रियल के लिए करना चाहते हैं तो केवल ये an x to the power n कर लीजिए और यहाँ पे mod x कर लीजिए. ओके तो क्या ये जो सेट आपने कंस्ट्रक्ट किया है, पहले चीज तो ये देखना होगा कि क्या ये सेट नॉन इम्प्टी है कि नहीं. तो क्या ये नॉन इम्प्टी है, दिखाई दे रहा है कुछ नॉन इम्प्टी?
यस सर, नॉन इम्प्टी होगा.
तो कोई एक एलिमेंट बताना पड़ेगा, विच एलिमेंट इज हियर. एटलीस्ट वन एलिमेंट दिखा दीजिए, काम खत्म करा के हम. विच एलिमेंट इज नेसेसरली.
हम लोगों ने a इक्वल टू 0 अज्यूम कर लिया ना, तो सर 0 हो जाएगा.
नो a इज इक्वल टू 0 तो आपने इसके लिए अज्यूम किया ना, दिस an z माइनस a टू द पावर n, इसमें a इज इक्वल टू 0 आपने अज्यूम किया. So now your series become an z to the power n. So that the center just shifted to 0. an z to the power n. अगर कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन की बात आप करते हो तो आप कॉम्प्लेक्स प्लेन z में आ जाइए. ए कहीं यहाँ पे पॉइंट था, इस ए को शिफ्ट करके हमने यहाँ ओरिजिन पे ला दिया. अब ये कह रहे हैं कि कोई भी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर अगर आप z लेते हो, अगर इस कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर z के लिए अगर ये पावर सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट है, an z to the power n is convergent, then you this modulus of z, this number, तो इसका डिस्टेंस ओरिजिन होगा, दैट इज एलिमेंट ऑफ E. अगर यहाँ पे मान लीजिए कोई आप z लेते हो और अगर an z to the power n is convergent, then modulus of that z is also element of E. तो सबसे पहले आप देखिए ये नॉन इम्प्टी सेट है, तो कम से कम एक एलिमेंट इसमें होना चाहिए डेफिनेटली, एंड देन विल प्रोसीड. अदरवाइज अगर कोई ऐसा सेट आप स्टडी करते हैं जो वाइड सेट है, उसमें कुछ है ही नहीं है, तो इट्स मीनिंगलेस स्टडी, क्योंकि उस पर जो भी हाइपोथेसिस आप डालेंगे वो सही हो जाएगा. So therefore it should be non-empty at least. So obviously you see this 0 is here. Why 0 is here? क्योंकि आप z इज इक्वल टू जब 0 ले लिए तो 0 तो z इक्वल टू 0 इसमें आप रखते जाइए. an z टू द पावर n 0 0 0 0, तो दैट इज कन्वर्जेंट. तो दैट इज सिंपली इक्वल टू, इसको सम आप करेंगे तो दिस इज सिंपली इक्वल टू a0. जैसे z इज इक्वल टू 0 आप पुट करेंगे तो ये इनफिनिट सीरीज कन्वर्जेस टू a0 बिकॉज रेस्ट टर्म्स आर जस्ट 0. So because 0 is E, so therefore E is non-empty. So E is a non-empty subset of R. E is non-empty subset of R. So this may be because is a subset of 0 is already here, and the rest element are only positive elements. No negative number is here. So this is your real line. E is subset of R, and it's starting from 0. 0 is already in E, and cutoff may be here. Cutoff may be here. Yeah. So 0 is already here. So this subset may be bounded and may not be bounded. So this subset may be bounded above or may not be bounded above. It is always be bounded below. 0 is the lower bound. So it may be bounded above or it may not be bounded above. So if it is bounded above, suppose R is the supremum of the E. So there are two possibilities. So this E may or may not bounded above. It is always bounded below by 0. So in case it is bounded above, suppose, so in case E is bounded above, let R is equal to the supremum of the set E. Otherwise, if it is not bounded above, means all positive numbers are here. So in that case, your R is just infinite. And therefore, you have considered the extended real number. So this is the case where extended real number comes into play. Right? So if you take, suppose your R is here, and if you take any number bigger than R, so a complex number Z or a real number whose distance from origin is bigger than R, clearly this series is divergent. So one of the theorem is just true from the definition. So clearly for mod Z bigger than R, the given series is divergent. Is it clear to everybody up to this level? तो ये जो आपका एक रिजल्ट था, तो लास्ट वाला रिजल्ट जो हमने बताया कि तो ट्रिवियल है, क्योंकि आपने अगर वो कन्वर्जेंट है तो फिर उसको इसमें लेना है. अगर मान लीजिए इस R के लिए अगर वो कन्वर्जेंट है तो फिर दिस R कैनॉट बी सुप्रीमम ऑफ E, क्योंकि वो सभी नंबर्स को यहाँ पे आपको इंक्लूड करना है जिसके लिए ये जो सीरीज कन्वर्ज करता है. राइट? इज इट ओके टू एवरीबॉडी?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if your R is greater than 0, let this is small r is a real number, let R be a real number such that R is strictly less than R and greater than 0. So now since this R is the supremum of the set E, you see here, this is your R, and here is, you have taken this is small r. The small r is, here is your origin. So this R is the supremum of E. So R is the supremum of the set E. So what it means? So there exists an element, say R0 in E, such that what should I say? So there exists an element in E such that this R0 is strictly less than R, capital R, and is strictly greater than small r. So what I wanted actually, so maybe you just draw a circle because I'm studying this complex case. Yeah. So here is your origin and this is your capital R, and you have taken this is small r just less than capital R. This is small r just less than capital R. So what I wanted to say, there is a complex number here. There is a complex number Z0 whose mod is less than capital R and is strictly greater than R. That I wanted to say. And such that the given series an z0 to the power n, this is convergent. Because this is convergent. This is convergent. This an z0 to the power n is convergent. And this r0, z0 mod, this is strictly less than capital R and strictly greater than R. So, is it okay to you? Can you see this point? Because this capital R is the supremum of the set E. E is the collection of all those real numbers. E is the collection of all those real numbers such that those real numbers are modulus of the complex number where the series is convergent. So, उन सभी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स का मॉडुलस है, उन सभी कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर का मॉडुलस जहां पे ये सीरीज an z to the power n कन्वर्ज कर रहा है, राइट? इनका सुप्रीमम है आपका कैपिटल R. कैपिटल R इज द सुप्रीमम ऑफ द सेट. नाउ इफ यू टेक दिस R जस्ट लेस देन कैपिटल R just less than capital R, so in between there is a number which is inside the set. यानी एक ऐसा नंबर आपको मिलेगा R0 जो कि E का मेंबर है, और इस R0 के करेस्पॉन्डिंग आपको कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर मिलेगा Z0 such that this modulus of Z0 is equal to R0. So you must get a number R0 in E such that R0 is strictly less than capital R and strictly greater than small r. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
This is just the definition of supremum of the set E. वो चूंकि सुप्रीमम है इसलिए इससे छोटा कोई भी आप याद करिए. सुप्रीमम का डेफिनेशन हमने क्या दिया था? If L is the supremum of a set E, if for every positive epsilon there is E, so this E is subset of R. So there exists an element X in E such that this X is greater than L minus epsilon. Greater than L minus. Of course, this is less than L. ये L से छोटा होगा. तो एक ऐसा नंबर निश्चित रूप से इस E में मिलेगा जो कि L माइनस एप्सिलॉन से बड़ा होगा. तो यहाँ पे चूंकि E जो सेट है वो E is the collection of real numbers which are modulus of complex numbers at which the series is convergent. So there must exist an element R0 in E such that this R0 is just greater than R, and of course it is less than capital R. So because this R0 belongs to E, there must be some complex number Z0 such that this mod Z0 is equal to R0. That is this series an z to the power n is convergent where this mod of Z0 is simply R0. And this R0 is strictly less than capital R and is strictly greater than small r. Is it okay up to this stage?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है ना किसी को?
ये दोनों आर सर ई में नहीं भी हो सकते हैं. ये दोनों आर सर
क्या नहीं हो सकते?
ये दोनों आर जो है स्मॉल और कैपिटल है, सुप्रीमम इन्फीमम है, तो ई में नहीं भी
this R, नहीं R is the supremum of the set E. E set क्या है? E is the collection of all real numbers of the form this modulus of z at which this sigma an z to the power n is convergent. This is convergent. इस E का सुप्रीमम हम ले रहे हैं कैपिटल R. तो उस कैपिटल R सुप्रीमम लेने का मतलब उससे कोई भी छोटा रियल नंबर अगर आप लेते हो तो कोई ना कोई जरूर यहाँ पे कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर Z0 है such that this ANZ to the power n is convergent. Right?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Yeah, okay. So there must exist, आप इसको ऐसे समझेंगे, there must be, because this capital R is supremum, there must exist a number mod Z0. अगर R0 से कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो तो आप समझो there must exist a number mod Z0 such that this ANZ to the power n is convergent. तो एक ऐसा Z0 कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर मिलेगा such that this ANZ to the power n is convergent and mod Z0 is equal to R0. Now this is convergent. What it means that it must be bounded also. So since this is convergent, so this implies that, so since the series ANZ0 to the power n is convergent, each term is bounded at least. So each term must be bounded. So each term, this AN0 to the power n, or in some sense you can say this set ANZ to the power n is bounded. That is, so say it's bounded by some positive real number m. So m is bounded by some number m. That is, this modulus ANZ0 to the power n, this is less than equal to capital N. This is less than equal to capital N, and this is true for each n. For each n this is bounded. Right? Now, so let us start this ANZ to the power n. Let us estimate this ANZ to the power n. So ANZ to the power n. So if your Z is any number here, say, because I have to show that within this R, within this small r radius, our series is uniformly absolutely convergent. ये हमको दिखाना है. तो अगर कोई नंबर यहाँ पे Z आप ले लीजिए, तो suppose Z is a complex number such that this modulus of Z is less than small r. Then this is less than equal to, you can use the triangular inequality to show that this is modulus of an, and mod Z is less than r, so this is r to the power n. Is r to the power n. Maybe first you break in the inequality, and then this is a strict equality, is strict inequality. So maybe it is strict equality. Yeah. Okay. And now you can write, you just multiply and divide this expression by this an Z0 to the power n and divided by Z0 to the power n into r to the power n. Right? And then you can write this an Z0 to the power n and r upon this mod Z0 whole to the power n. ठीक है, इसमें कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं है किसी को? अप टू दिस लेवल इज इट ओके?
यस
हमने क्या किया?
यस सर.
जो Z0 हमको यहाँ एक नंबर मिला हुआ था, केवल उसको हम किसी तरह से उसको यूज करना चाहते हैं, बिकॉज दिस Z0 इज जस्ट आउटसाइड दिस सर्किल. जो जिस सर्किल के अंदर आपका वो यूनिफॉर्म कन्वर्जेंस आपको दिखाना है, उसके बाहर हम ले रहे हैं, और यहाँ पे कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर है, बट दिस इज इनसाइड दिस लार्जर सर्किल से छोटा है, बट ये जो जहां दिखाना है यूनिफॉर्म कन्वर्जेंस उसके बाहर है. सो नाउ यू सी दिस mod Z0 is equal to R0, and this is bigger than R. You see from here, this mod Z0 is equal to R0, but this R0 is bigger than R. So therefore, r upon mod z0, this is strictly less than 1. So r upon mod z0, this is strictly less than 1, right? And an z0 to the power n is strictly equal to m. So this is less than equal to m into r upon mod z0 whole to the power n. Whole to the power n. Oh, just a minute, I have an important call. Just a minute, wait for it.